Hello. Please hit like button and subscribe my channel. Also press bell icon for future video notifications. Thanks.
New Delhi. The Indian Premier League has not only helped international cricketers develop strong bonds, the exchange of knowledge amongst the international players, mentors and coaches have been of immense help. Gone are the days when India and Australia cricketers used to stare, glare and sledge at each other. The just concluded Border-Gavaskar Trophy series was one of the friendliest ever held, and there were smiles and hugs all around. One classic example of the IPL helping a cricketer develop into a better batsman is Axar Patel. Former Australian skipper Ricky Ponting on Tuesday revealed how little technical changes made while playing for Delhi Capitals helped Axar develop into an effective batter for India. Ponting is hoping to get a bit more out of him when he turns up for Delhi Capitals in this IPL. Axar, 264 runs, impressed during the Border-Gavaskar Test series against Australia, slamming 3 half-centuries to emerge as the second highest scorer for India behind Virat Kohli, 297 runs, from 5 innings. I've known Axar for a long time and he was only a young boy in the squad at Mumbai when I first went there, Ponting told the ICC Review. I've known that there's been a certain amount of batting skill there that really, apart from the last couple of years, he hadn't really been showing at IPL level or even at international level. There were a few little technique changes that we made with him. We just opened up his hips and his shoulders a little bit. So he was a bit more chest on towards the right-arm fast bowlers. The 29-year-old bowling all-rounder did not make his IPL debut for me in 2013. He flourished during his 5-year stint at Kings 11 Punjab and emerged as one of the best white ball performers with some good show for the Delhi Capitals over the last 4 seasons. Ponting, who is the coach of Delhi Capitals, said Axar used to struggle against the short ball early in his career. If there was ever a weakness in his game, it was the short ball that was sort of directed at his body. The reason that he was a bit weak in that area was he was too side on, and the ball was always sort of in behind his right shoulder, Ponting said. We just tried to open him up a little bit, which gave him a little bit more access to the ball. He's always been a beautiful offside player. You know, his cover driving and cutting is as good as anyone's. And if anything, he was just a little bit too blocked off to be able to score well on the leg side. We tweaked a few things there, and because he's such a good young person to work with, and he's obviously very talented, so therefore he was a fast learner and was able to pick things up really quickly and change his technique enough to show really good improvement really early on. I want to get a bit more out of him at the Delhi Capitals this year, that's for sure, Ponting said. A few times last year we sort of batted him up a little bit higher. I think he's good enough to bat number 6 probably in an IPL team. Clash of Titans, indoors meet in the final of WTC show captions P. Australia beat India in the 3rd test of the latest edition of the Border-Gavaskar Trophy to secure their place in the final of WTC. India meanwhile qualified for the final of WTC at the Oval by winning the Border-Gavaskar Trophy 2-1 and thanks to New Zealand's nail-biting win against Sri Lanka. BRPP India reached the WTC final for the 2nd consecutive time. Under the leadership of Rohit Sharma, India will be hoping to conquer the title for the first time, which they couldn't accomplish in the inaugural WTC final. BRPP Australia has conquered everything which they wanted to in the game of cricket, but now the Aussies have an eye on their first WTC final. Both teams will look to go toe-to-toe at a neutral venue. PP Cheteshwar Pujara has the maximum no of runs by an Indian in the WTC cycle. Pujara scored 887 runs in 16 matches at an average of 32.85 with the highest score of 102 against Bangladesh. PP Usman Khwaja scored the highest number of runs for Australia and the second best overall in the WTC cycle. Khwaja scored 1608 runs in 16 matches at an average of 69.91 with the highest score of 195 against the Proteas. PP Ravichandran Ashwin scalped the most wickets for India in the WTC cycle. Ashwin also stands third in the charts of overall wickets in the WTC cycle, 2021 to 2023. Ashwin took 61 wickets in 13 matches with the best figure of 691 against Australia. PP Nathan Leo leads the chart with the most wickets in the WTC cycle by scalping 83 wickets in 19 games with the best figure of 864 against India. PP both India and Australia will once again face each OT. He's good enough to bat at 6 or 7 in a test match team as well, he said. The higher he bats in first-class cricket, and if he plays some more test cricket even outside of India, then I think he could hold down a 6 or 7 spot in a test team as well. He's the sort of player that I think could make a lot of first-class hundreds. That's where it's got to start for him, maybe get some support in his state team and maybe bat a little bit up the order there. With PTI inputs, India win Test Series 2-1 after Australia forced draw in Ahmedabad. Show captions: P. India clinched the 4-match series against Australia 2-1 after the final tee. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more sports updates.